Hello, this is Cindy Walter, the Healthy Knitter, episode 80. So if you are new, I am so glad you have found me. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. I can't tell you the joy it brings me to hear from you guys. I love your comments. I read everyone. I respond to everyone. I've even been getting emails. I'm so grateful for that. And just thank you for the community that we are building together. So I feel like I haven't done a podcast forever. It's been an absolute whirlwind trying to do Thanksgiving, having two of my daughters here, one for just a very short 3 nights, another one I had for a week, trying to enjoy every moment with them, kind of celebrating Christmas with them because I won't be seeing them physically for Christmas, getting a box ready to ship off to my daughter Katie, and packing for a month-long trip to Taiwan to go see our little granddaughter. And it's just been a whirlwind. And in the midst of all that, I've had business things going on, had a huge event in Columbus, Ohio yesterday, and I've been trying to juggle all those plates. And those of you that are moms know this time of year can be stressful. I'm going to show you one of my secrets to surviving and not being stressed out 24/7. And that is adaptogens. So you can get adaptogens in a couple different ways. This is an actual elixir my company sells. I love it. We have 3 elixirs. One that helps you look better. It's a collagen elixir. We sampled that at our health and wellness event we had at a winery in Westerville yesterday. That was amazing. It was so much fun. This one helps you feel better. It's very calming. And then we have one that helps you think better. It's a nootropic. And this, I love them all. But this one is my go-to. And my personality is such that I can't say no. I have major FOMO, fear of missing out of everything. So sometimes, a lot of the times, I overextend myself, take on too much, and then I am a ball of stress. And I've learned how to combat that over my lifetime. And one of the things I did for many, many years was running. And now I can't run anymore. So I still can work out. So I focus on what I can do, not what I can't do. But a couple tools in my tool belt are yoga. I love to do yoga for calming. Just walking into a yoga studio can give you calm and peace and just an overall feeling of not the opposite of stress, the absolute opposite of stress. If you have the ability to get a massage, that can do that for you as well. Calming music, candles, knitting, of course, but adaptogens, this is one of my secrets. I do this. This is an elixir. It's got a little fizz to it, like a kombucha fizz to it. Tastes delicious. I love, love, love the taste of it. But we also have another powdered collagen that I make as a warm tea. And that's what I'm going to be doubling down on the next few days as we leave Ohio. Today is Sunday, and we don't arrive in Taiwan until their Tuesday morning. They're 13 hours ahead of us. So it's a long, long journey. So here we go. All right. And my stress is getting better as I do each thing. Packing is a big deal. We're packing for a month, and we can each bring 2 bags. I'm also drinking my second cup of coffee today. I'm being honest with you. It's definitely been a wild ride the last couple of weeks. So we have 2 bags, and I have 1 bag, 50 pounds full of stuff for my son Tyler, his wife Justine, and the baby. 50 pounds. Then we have, my husband has a bag that is 50 pounds of all of our products that we take with us. We take 2 of the elixirs with us. We take protein shakes with us, and bars and vitamins and supplements. And when we travel, we love to take it with us because it saves us money on food for sure. We're not eating out all the time, and we stay on track with our health goals wherever we go. So even though we're going to be gone for a long time, we don't want to get set back on our health goals. So today is my husband's 65th birthday, so we'll be celebrating that as we travel today. And our health is everything. If we don't have our health, we aren't able to make this big trip to go visit our brand new granddaughter. So anyway, cheers to great health and family and all of the fun that we get to experience over the holidays. All right. So I might be a bit scattered today, so I apologize if I am. I'm going to try to stay as organized as I possibly can. I have one finished project, and you may, if you are returning, you may remember the story of the herding hen socks. So they came out absolutely adorable. I love them. Look how adorable they are. They're not supposed to look quite like this. The heel is supposed to be a smaller heel, and there should be 3 chickens on the bottom as well. And I am not someone who modifies patterns ever, but I have done I've done 2 heels on socks. I did an afterthought heel and the heel flap and gusset, and I have mastered the heel flap and gusset, and I love it. So when I got to the heel on this, I was afraid. It was something very, very different. And I was also under a time crunch because my daughter from England, Katie, who watches this and is on this with me often, and, you know, she requested these for Christmas, and it was my greatest desire to get them done and get them to her for Christmas. And so I wanted to do a heel that I was more comfortable with. So I was nervous the whole time that it was not going to be big enough. I can get this over my size 11W foot. I can get them on, but it is definitely hard to get on. Once I get it on, it's fine, but it's hard to get on and tight right here. I was so nervous about the heel, so I did my normal heel flap and gusset, but because I did that, I wasn't able to start chickens. I could have started them up here a little higher, but the pattern has them, you know, like right here going down. So the heel is just a very small little heel here. So I by choosing to do that, I just kind of messed up the pattern. So what I decided to do was stick with the heel. I knew what I was doing, and I knew how I needed to improvise. And then I did 1 row of chickens. I had 1 more color that I could do. So I did 1 more row, and then I decided to do a cool color toe to coordinate. I still love them. I think they came out adorable. My fear is that they're going to be a little big here for my daughter. But what I've decided to do, hopefully this is the one episode she doesn't watch, or she doesn't watch on time. And if you do watch this, Katie, turn it off and go get a cup of coffee and come back in a couple minutes. But what I'm doing, I rushed and rushed and rushed. I'm shipping these to her in England as is. And I want her to love them. So if they're not what she's hoping for or expecting, I'm going to redo them following the proper instructions for the heel. I'm going to see her in February, and I will bring her a new pair in February. But at least she has these for Christmas and knows I did everything in my power to finish them in time to get them into a box that my dear neighbor Val is going to take to the post office on Monday for me to get to her in England. So herding hens, long story. Sorry it took so long to tell you that, but I do think they're adorable, and I'm very glad that I finished them, and I have plenty of yarn to do another pair. So that often for me, I like to make a project twice, because the first time I'm trying to figure things out, and once I figure it out, then I have confidence to do it again. So often I'll make myself something, and then I'll make the same exact thing for someone else for a gift or something like that. All right. Second thing I'm going to show you is a new project I just cast on for my daughter. So in the middle of, she didn't know I was trying to do those socks for her. So she'll know when I post this if she watches it. She didn't know that. And in the meantime, she's come up with her 3rd pattern, and it's called Maria's Mittens, named after her niece, my granddaughter, Maria. And she made these fingerless mitts. All right, they're adorable. Well, she wanted me to test knit them because she has a very average hand. I have a very large hand, very large hands. I don't know how I can give you, like, this is a Pro Max phone, and my hand is still quite big over the Pro Max phone. I can palm a basketball if that gives you any idea how big my hands are. My hands are the same size as my husband's. So she wanted me to make the large size to see how they would fit before she put the pattern out for sale. And so I bought yarn, and I casted this on, and I've gotten this far with the first one, and I'm gonna just start decreasing next, and then I'll be doing her little cast off, and they are adorable, and I love this yarn. So I got this from my friend Robin at Yarnbirds in Columbus, and this is 100% alpaca. and I love it. So I have 2 skeins of the brown and then that gold color right there. That's the same thing. And I was thinking I might make 2 sets of these. So that is going to make the trip, and I'm going to finish those while I'm traveling. Just got to find a little bag for those. So in the middle of me trying to get these socks done and having just craziness, trying to get ready to leave on this trip and having a big event and all kinds of things in my calendar, I was trying to get that done for my daughter to give her some feedback and help her so she could put it out and publish it. So anyway, Katie, I do all these things because I love you. Don't we do anything for our kids? Seriously? All right. And I also have such a hard time saying no. So especially to her. All right. So the other things that are coming with me on the trip. I am taking with me the project I put on hold that I'm not even going to show you today. The Girls Swing Jacket by Sassy Skein that I am making for my granddaughter. It's going to be too big for her for a while, so there was no rush on that, but I will work on that when I'm with her so I can leave it there for them. I am still working on and getting very close to finishing. They just got put on hold a bit. My vanilla socks, 2 at a time, magic loop on the Crazy Sock Ladies recipe pattern. And this is with, oh boy, what yarn is this? This is Vesper sock yarn in the color Rock Slide. So all I have to do is just a little more length, and then I'll start decreasing, and then I'll start the toe. So a little more length, and then I'll do the toe, and that pair will be done. So that's coming with me on the trip. And then I did cast on a DK pair of vanilla socks from the Crazy Sock Lady with this pretty yarn. So this yarn is by the Knitted Wit, Polworth Shimmer DK in the color Dry Tortuga, National Park. So I casted those on because socks are so easy, and I can put them in my little knockoff redesign bag that I got on Amazon. It is linked below if you are interested in this. I will get a nice redesign bag at some point, and I'll probably either get this size or maybe the next size up, but I do love that you can fold it all up. It's so, just gonna stick this in my backpack and it's gonna go on the plane with me. Hopefully I'll have no problems with the knitting needles. All right, then I am bringing with me a couple other projects. So I'm gonna tuck this into my luggage. Sorry, that's my husband's phone. It's his birthday and his phone has been dinging all morning long. And he's rushing around here trying to get his stuff done too so we can leave. And he hasn't had time to call anyone back yet. Something about a good cup of coffee. All right. I'm drinking pumpkin coffee. I would prefer gingerbread. I have an espresso machine and it is causing me fits. It's every day it fights me whether it wants to work or not. And I love my Nespresso pot. My girlfriends chipped in for it for me for a birthday gift several years ago, and it stopped working. I called, we troubleshooted over the phone. They kind of FaceTime with you to troubleshoot, and they sent me a new one. And then I had trouble. I think this is my 3rd one, and I'm having trouble again. So I was on the phone with them a couple weeks ago before my girls came home because I was having trouble with it, and I just haven't had time to deal with it. Every single morning it doesn't work for me, and I have to unplug it, plug it back in, reset it, and I just didn't have time to deal with it. So I'll deal with that when I get home, but I had some pumpkin coffee I'm trying to use up. So that's what I'm enjoying this afternoon. It looks like snow. It's looked like it's going to snow for 2 days in Ohio. It's kind of gray. It just looks like it's going to just start falling from the sky, but it hasn't. We have snow on the ground still, so it's beautiful, but I don't know. Snowing, coffee, and knitting. Is there anything finer? I don't know. Tea. I like tea too. All right, so I had told you I casted on the Jaunty shawl. I started, stop a million times. I saw a friend post a picture of her Sophie shawl, and I was messaging her about it, and she said she always has one on the needle. She loves it, loves it, loves it. So I looked at the 2 patterns and I thought this one might be a bit easier for me to do. I will do the Jaunty shawl when I get home, but I changed needles, I changed the pattern, and I started, and this is all I've done. This is all I've done with my Sophie scarf, but it is on the needles and coming with me on the trip. And this is in, let's see, where did I put that? Okay, it's got 2 yarns. It has the Jameson's Shetland, Jameson's of Shetland Spincycle yarn in Stonewash, and then Spincycle yarn dyed in the wool in something Wicket. So that's these 2 together. I'm gonna do half the shawl in this, and then when I start decreasing, I'm gonna do it in that, and then I'll wrap it around my neck, and it will be glorious. So that's going with me. And the Laura pullover that I started is going with me. I really had no more work done on this, but this is yarn I also bought from my friend Robin at Yarn Birds in Columbus. If you have not gone to her store, she doesn't have, she's not open all week long. She has specific hours, usually Wednesdays. She has open knits on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And just go to her website or notify her before you make a trip there just to be sure she's open, but worth a trip if you have to drive. I drive 2 hours and I love her. She's wonderful. So this is Magpie fiber yarn that I had for quite a long time, and I got new yarn to coordinate with it. So those are the 2 yarns I'm running together. And let's see, it is Magpie Fibers Feather in Highline and Magpie Fibers Swanky in Masquerade. So this is the Masquerade, and this is the fiber, the feather in Highline. Masquerade Highline. Gorgeous together, and it is creating a beautiful, beautiful fabric. So I am really excited about that one. That one might go on the plane with me. That one is one I might just try to sneak on the plane. I don't know. It's so hard to decide. All right, and the last one coming with me, I've had 0 progress, but it is the cardigan that I am making, the Maggie cardigan by PetiteKnit, and this is in Juniper Moon, Farm, Herriot, and color 1083. I'd love to have this done for Christmas. That would be such a great goal. I should take that on the plane with me, actually, and maybe I will. I have that in my little cherry bag that I sewed with our Christmas jammies for all my girls. And I forgot to show you my Yarn Bird bag that Robin gave me from the Yarn Birds. All right, and that is it for projects that are coming with me, that are making the cut and everything I have going on. I will be traveling for the next few days. So next time I come to you, it will be from Taiwan. And I might even give you a sneak peek of the baby when I am there. And I'm just so excited to do some more podcasting from there. Hopefully I'll get to a yarn store too. I found one last time I was there that was adorable. And that's where I bought my yarn. That's the first time I'd ever seen Gur yarn. And I bought yarn for the bluebells. I made 3 bluebells. I have yarn for another sweater from there that I bought that I have not done yet. So I still have some yarn, and obviously I have plenty, so it's not like I need yarn. And those are all projects waiting in the queue. So I have plenty of projects, plenty of yarn, but you know, it's always fun to go visit a store. So if I have a chance, I will. If not, really no big deal. I don't really need to go this time. I don't think I'll run out of projects when I'm there. I am sure, I've heard this said over and over again from different knitting podcasts that I watch, that we overthink how much we can get done in a certain period of time. And so, yes, I'll be gone for a month, and yes, I'll have a lot of time traveling, but I'm assuming the majority of my days will be getting caught up on a little bit of work and holding the baby and helping out the best I can, making some food, cleaning, you know, helping out in Tyler's home, Tyler and Justine's home. So we'll see, but I'm excited. And in the meantime, I hope you're getting all your knitting done. And guys, when it comes to stress over the holidays, do what you can to manage that, because when our stress is going through the roof, it is not good for our health. We're not able to release weight. We hold on to weight. We don't sleep well. We can get sick easier. It just causes great havoc on our bodies. So think about all the things you have on your to-do list. Be organized with that. Check things off every day. Try to say no when applicable, when you can. I know it's hard for me, so I get that. And just make sure you're getting enough rest and you're getting your fluids in and you're taking care of yourself, because if you're a ball of nerves and stressed out, you know, when I get stressed out, my husband takes on my stress. And so I know that my stress doesn't only affect me, it affects the people around me. So I try my best to manage it by exercising, taking care of myself, adaptogens. And if you have any questions or need any help, reach out. I am always here to support you every step of the way. Happy knitting, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.